Welcome to a Wednesday touch point. It's fall. Maybe there'll be leaves blowing while we're doing this.
Falling.
Yeah, falling.
There's some falling right now.
Okay, good. So,
That's why they call it fall, right?
I think so. So you want me to start with enjoy? Okay, one of them is we enjoyed when our grandson Emerson and his friend Aiden came back from hunting. You want to say something about that?
Yeah, and it showed us their bounty. We had a goose and a grouse. And we got a picture of it.
It was a little shocking to me because he called me out, and here Aiden's
Really?
holding the goose by the neck.
Big goose.
It was big. So we had some other enjoy things here. We had friends from New York visited here in our home. You want to share about that?
Oh, is it Palmyra in New York?
I think so.
Pretty close to Lake Ontario, not real far from Niagara Falls. Stan Starkenberg, I graduated from high school with him in Volga, South Dakota. We saw him 6 years ago at the 50th reunion that we had.
Stan and his wife Jean.
And so then they were in the area. His brother lives in Bemidji. We found out. Moved there, and so we came up there, and we had a couple hours of sharing, and
It's very special
probably the most sharing we did in 56 years.
with them.
Sure it was. It was fun, and I don't know if there's a picture of his garden. He's got quite a garden. About what, almost 300 feet long and
It's a big one.
quite wide.
He's a master gardener.
He gardens, and they, of course, they put it up for themselves, but then he gives a lot of it
Yeah,
away at church on Sundays and other places.
very special.
So that was fun.
Yes. So another special thing is we had friends from Cape Salt to Naco, Guatemala. How do you say it?
Quetzaltenango.
Okay.
Quetzaltenango.
Share about that. And we took them out on pontoon.
Well, we've known Carol, Chris, my sister Chris, was a friend of hers back in Volga also, 50 years ago. And she's been a missionary now in Guatemala for, well, as long as we pastored for sure, because we started supporting them. They've come up
The church started
many times
supporting them.
at the church.
Oh, yes.
And so we've been in contact and had a connection with them for all those years, and they came again, shared in church. That was 2 Sundays ago, I guess. It's always so interesting to hear what they're doing, and
Yes.
she always brings a real good word.
They both
too.
do.
And he did too.
He only speaks Spanish, so he does it with her.
Translates.
Yeah. So we had very special friends all the way from Guatemala and New York since the last time we taped. Another thing I wrote in here, we enjoyed watching our granddaughter Penny and her team playing in their volleyball tournament in Bemidji. And we stayed for the morning ones. We watched them win 4, what do you call it?
Games or sets, probably.
Yeah. And they continued to have more after we left at noon. And can you describe the story about character building? What happened? at the end of their last game.
Maybe you could describe it.
You don't know?
Well, I'm not sure how comfortable I am to get into all that.
Well, the team that they were.
We won't say any names.
No,
of
I won't
teams
say
or
the name.
anything.
They were playing a team that they had lost to the first time, but this one they were really tight. It was really
It was
close.
a good team.
Very good team. But it came down to 1 point, was it, or something like that. And someone on the team cheated by saying that it wasn't her, or it was her turn to serve, and they knew that this girl that was standing there was supposed to be the one that served, and they knew she was not a very good server. And the coach backed up this girl who said, "Oh yeah, there's been a mix-up." And so, like, Penny's mom had the video going the whole time. It was caught on video. They cheated. And the conclusion was everyone watching knew what had happened. So when Penny's team met afterwards with their coach, the coach said, "I've got one word to share with you: honesty." And it's like Penny says, "Yeah, we affirm that." So anyway, it was character building. It's like, that's not what you do to win a game. Yeah. So they learned a big lesson, Penny and her team. It's like, nope, we don't do it that way. Anyway, so what else? I've got down Joy, vacation. Can you come and share about that real quick? Because we said on the...
Here's Joy.
We said on the last one that Joy would have pictures of it.
Yep.
So where did you go?
We went to Montana to the Glacier National Park area.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Also, you guys some driving miles.
Uh-huh. My sister Elsie has her learner's permit, and she drove most of the way.
Yeah, it's a good way to get in some hours.
Yep.
So you went, what did you do? You went horseback riding?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the first morning?
Mm-hmm.
You went tubing?
Water rafting.
Or water rafting? Was that nice?
Yeah.
And what else did you do?
We went zip lining as well.
Zip lining. Are we going to show the zip line?
We have pictures, yeah.
We have pictures of all that stuff?
I believe so.
Oh, good. You get to see that.
Yep.
And you got to eat?
Yep.
What was your favorite thing, do you think?
We had huckleberry ice cream. Montana's known for their huckleberries, and it was really good.
Huckleberries must be a big deal there.
Yeah, it is.
Asher said they had that too. And you were at the north end of what lake?
Flathead Lake.
It's a big lake.
Uh-huh.
And Andy and his family, they had been on the south end of the same lake earlier this summer.
Yep.
And so, yeah, well, that's fun. Something else happened to Joy.
Uh-huh.
What day was that?
Saturday.
You remember the day?
Yeah.
You remember what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I got engaged on Saturday.
Oh, look at that.
I'll have to put a picture.
Isn't that pretty? Who did you get engaged to?
Carson.
Carson who?
Carson Pinder.
You like him?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I think you more than like him, don't you?
I hope so.
That's good. So
Yes.
they came over to Grandpa and Grandma's house, and I can't say I was totally surprised,
Most people weren't.
but it was a real blessing to have that decision that you made. And then you went over to Andy's house, right? Andy
Yeah.
and Jennifer. Are we going to show that too or not? But you got to share it with them.
Mhm.
They were probably a little more, maybe.
Andy and Jennifer knew, but the cousins were surprised.
They were.
Yeah.
Oh, they knew Andy and Jennifer did.
Well, yeah, they figured.
They guessed it.
Yeah.
You got to share with John and Jen and everybody, I guess.
Yep.
So that's fun.
Mhm.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Congratulations, Joy.
Thanks.
Yeah. And thanks again for helping us with this every week, Joy.
Yes. Wouldn't happen otherwise.
This would be a lot different if Joy wasn't helping us do this. All you have to do is look back at the first ones we did.
Oh,
First ones we did.
yes.
So,
Oh no. Joy, come back again. You need to tell what happened just on your way to church today with Elsie.
Oh, we were driving to church, and there's a wood preserving plant right by the church, and there was a big semi by the church that had a trailer with logs on it, which is pretty common because they come from the wood plant. But as Elsie and I were driving up to the church, the truck started driving down the church road, and the road's a little bit of a hill. So it drove down the hill, and then it started veering off into like the front churchyard and ditch. And Elsie and I realized there was no one in the truck, so the driver, I don't know what happened, something with the brakes didn't work, and it ended up in the ditch. But they were able to drive out, so yeah.
it's a good thing your car wasn't parked
Mhm.
in between.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anything else, Grandma, before she switches?
Very unusual
Yep.
because we see logging trucks, big ones, loaded up all the time coming from the Land O'Lakes wood preserving plant. But we've never seen that happen before.
So I'm starting to get warm. You didn't think the sun was going to come
No,
out, but
I didn't think it
we've
was.
actually been having very warm weather here. We're actually doing this on Tuesday, the afternoon before you repost it, because Joy was gone on vacation and stuff. So, but that's when this is, and very warm. Very warm, but it's nice. We like it. Extending our summer kind of.
Yep. So you want to share what you're going to share and why you're sharing it.
Okay. So just a couple days from when we post this, it's our wedding anniversary. And guess what number it is? Starts with a 5. Ends with a 0. So that narrows it down pretty good, doesn't it? 50 years ago we got married.
Yes.
And it was on the same day as Saturday. October 4 was on a Saturday.
We got married at Ebenezer Christian Reformed Church in Leota, Minnesota.
Yeah. I had to wear a tuxedo. I wasn't planning on it.
That wasn't because of me. We planned a pretty casual
Okay, I
wedding,
take this off.
but yeah,
Mic,
your
mic,
mic
your
is
mic.
on it.
Oh, my mic is on what?
The shirt.
Oh,
So
you
it
wanna
wasn't
help me
my
drive?
idea for Steve and the groomsmen to be in Texas, but it was my mother's idea.
So we got tuxedos. Oops. But it was a day like this.
It was just
It was
very
windy
similar.
from the south, just like today. It was in the lower 80s, actually. And, it was a nice day, really. And guess where we went on our honeymoon? Right here. Right here where we are now.
Back then, it was just an old trailer house on the property.
You know. Now it's old, but it's not a trailer house anymore.
Yeah, we've lived here
50
48 years.
Yeah.
We're thankful for it. So, were you going to share some things about marriage, you said? Or?
You want to talk about the wedding anymore?
Well, yeah, you can.
Well,
Go for it.
are you glad you got married to me?
Yes, I did.
I'm glad I married you too.
Yeah.
You know what day we got engaged?
No. I wrote it down, but I don't remember it.
March 11, 1975.
In Grand Rapids, Michigan.
On the banks of, what river was that?
I wouldn't call it a river.
It was a polluted river. We could see
It was a polluted creek.
things have changed, I'm sure, by now. But back then, there wasn't quite the focus on keeping things clean like rivers. But
Anyway, it was the thought that counted, not the setting.
yeah. So we got married that next October.
Yeah.
And came up here for our anniversary and
Honeymoon.
our honeymoon. Yeah. And at that year, on this time of the year, the leaves are almost off of all the trees, and you can see now they aren't. So it varies a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to get into?
Yeah.
I was talking to our new pastor, Gilles, because we have another wedding coming up here. Faith, our niece, Dave and Joan's daughter, is getting married on October 11th.
To Dan.
We've had a barrage of engagements.
How many?
How many engagements?
I have 7 weddings to go to within a year.
Joy has 7 weddings to go to
Within a year.
Within a
within
year.
a year.
But for the Pomp family.
Is that one of yours? Is one of them yours?
But for the Pomp family, there are 4 weddings in the Pomp family. Starting in October, and we don't know when Carson and Joy's is, but
Joshua and Julia.
in
Bush,
December.
Jason Bush. He's our nephew. He's getting married on. Can we say that? Can we say when they're getting married? I guess they put it on
Or December.
in December. And Kaylee Ann Bush is also our niece. She's getting married next June. Faith, like you said, is getting married in October. Is there another one? Oh, that's you. Joyce, the other one.
Sometime.
But anyway, I was talking to Jill about weddings. We had a lot of weddings. How many did we didn't keep track of all of them?
That you
I
performed.
think I remember keeping track up to about 50. But then
There was
we still
more
had
than
them
that. Yeah.
We got record of them at church, but I don't know how many. But this is the book that I used for weddings for most of the years. And it's got the ceremony in it. What do you think's the most important part of marriage? Most important thing in marriage?
The vows.
In the marriage ceremony?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't believe all the variety of weddings we've had.
Well, there was a variety because the people getting married were unique, and their mothers, I would say, were unique. Some mothers
One thing
tried to have their say-so.
One thing we learned was you gotta keep, I was gonna say a tight rope at rehearsals. Because it can really go off. Especially if there's strong-willed mothers or sometimes fathers, but sometimes more
Usually
mothers.
was mothers.
So we learned some things as we went along with that. But I always enjoyed weddings, though, and wedding rehearsals. I really did. It was fun. But we'd talk about marriage and the ceremony. And for just a few minutes here, I think we're going to continue this next week. But the thing is that marriage is God's idea. He brought the woman to the man and said it was good, the union. It's in the Word, it's in the Scripture. He said it was good. And the thing is, he wants to bless the husband and the new husband and wife in that union. He wants to bless them. And he came that, Jesus said, John 10:10, I came that you might have life and have it abundantly. And that applies to marriage too. It applies to your marriage. He wants your marriage, our marriage, Joy's upcoming marriage. He wants it to be good.
The wind just came up.
Sometimes we use the word wedlock, holy wedlock, and that means, the word wedlock in the original, it means, what do I have on here? To pledge a gift.
Thank you, Joy.
That's what it means, wedlock, to pledge a gift. And really what it is in marriage, it's pledging the gift of your own self to your marriage partner. And in marriage, you give the gift of yourself to your husband or your wife. It's really laying down our lives for one another. And see, it's good to talk about this once in a while, and we thought this would be a good time to do it since we're celebrating our 50th anniversary, and Joy has just gotten engaged, and a bunch of other people are getting married, it seems like right now. So we're just taking a little time to talk about it. This is what I would say in the marriage ceremonies quite often. These very things. It's laying down of our lives for one another, and it's practically speaking, laying down our lives in the day-to-day routines of things. Being nice to one another.
I was thinking, isn't part of it in sickness and in health, the vows? And so I've been laying down my life for Steve with his medical things. I'm not a nurse or a caregiver like that, and yet I've stepped into that, and that's part of my marriage vows to Steve.
What do we say since about April? Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Been an unusual season.
Yes, it has.
We really haven't been sick that much. Did have one thing back in '91
Yeah.
where back then, in that, Joyce, as my wife, was an intercessor.
Yes, I
Prayed
was.
for a whole year for me. She sensed that something was going to happen. Prayed for a whole year. And that's when, I don't know if we want to go into that too much here, but it was a life-threatening thing that happened in January, and it wasn't, and I went to the doctor right away about it, but it wasn't discovered by them, and they didn't do anything until March.
It was burst appendix.
Yeah, and the doctor told Joyce when I went in for surgery, what did he say?
Mrs. Pomp, it does not look good for your husband's life.
Yeah. But her prayers and the prayers of the people
Yes.
and so forth, that was 34 years ago. 34 years ago.
Thank you, Lord.
So, it's that laying down your life even in prayer for one another. I mean, that's kind of a laying down of your life too. But that's done with the agape love of God, which is the fruit of the Holy Spirit in us. That was one of the things that was one of the standards I had, was that I wouldn't marry two people that would be unequally yoked, one a Christian and one not a Christian. And I never did do that. I'm just thankful for that. And I know our time's about up here already. We didn't get a lot into the Word, but that's enough for you to be thinking on right there.
Because there's going to be a
Enough
lot
for
of
you to chew on.
pictures
Next
and
week we'll
videos.
get into more things on marriage. And this is important for you, if, like Joy, like if you're engaged to be married, but if you are married, or even if you're divorced, because you could then be married again. And these things can help you that we're talking about right now, but we'll talk about more of these things next time.
So we just say blessings to you.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
blessings.
days in this autumn season.
Yes.